Russian forces are abandoning Kharkiv, Ukraine's second-largest city, retreating after weeks of shelling and a failed attempt to encircle it. A tough fight for the industrial heartland in the east of the country. Russian forces will instead focus on mortar, artillery and airstrikes in eastern Donetsk province in an attempt to exhaust Ukrainian forces and destroy fortifications in. The Institute for the Study of War, a Washington-based think tank, said Ukraine appears to have won the Battle of Kharkiv. It said. Ukrainian forces prevented Russian troops from encircling, let alone taking, Kharkiv, and then drove them out of the city's outskirts. This means that Ukrainian artillery can now threaten the city of Vovchansk, which is an important road and railway line to supply the Russian armed forces in the Donbas. Kharkiv Mayor Ihor Terekov told the BBC that Russian troops had only managed to penetrate a small part of the once important northeastern city and that they had not been there long. The Russians constantly bombed Kharkiv because they were in close proximity to the city. But now that they've retired, people are gradually coming back to the city. We supply all citizens with water, gas and electricity. Unfortunately, however, many residential buildings are destroyed or damaged. You need to do a major reconstruction. Regional Governor Oles Negubov said in a post on the messaging app Telegram that there had been no shelling in Kharkiv the day before. He added that Russian troops were very concerned about the region and that smaller towns and settlements were still under threat. Suggests it's too early to relax, he said. I urge everyone to respond appropriately to alarms and not be out on the streets unnecessarily. He said Ukraine had launched one counter-offensive near Izyum, a town 78 miles south of Kharkiv, that has been under effective Russian control since at least early April. Fierce fighting broke out on the river Siversky Donets near the city of Severodonetsk, where Ukraine counterattacked but failed to stop Russia. Breakthrough, said Oles Danov, an independent Ukrainian military analyst. The fate of a large part of the Ukrainian army will be decided because there are about 40,000 Ukrainian soldiers, he said. The Donetsk River with pontoon bridges was rejected yesterday when Ukraine correctly guessed their plans. Satellite images show the extent of the fault, with the remains of two pontoon bridges floating on the Donets River in Belohorivka, west of the city of Lysychansk, surrounded by wreckage from tanks and armored vehicles. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this edition of the news. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time. Bye.